Welcome back to News 3 Today. Halloween is right around the corner. Did you know that many of your favorite horror film franchises have a connection to the hostess city? One even includes Savannah's favorite son, Johnny Mercer, social media influencer, historian, and tour guide. Enika Edenfield is back with our latest installment of Historic Happenings. Thank you so much for being here today.
It's good to be back.
Well, okay, so on Instagram and TikTok, you recently started a series where you connect well-known scary movies back to Savannah.
Yes. So I already did the Friday the 13th franchise, which has a couple of connections to Savannah. And today we're going to talk about another.
Yeah.
So Johnny Mercer, if you live in Savannah, you know who Johnny Mercer is, well-known person, a fantastic songwriter, co-founder of Capitol Records. Born and raised here, moved to New York where he met his wife Ginger, and then later on they both move out to LA where he starts writing songs for movies. He would be nominated for 18 different Academy Awards for his songs and would win 4 of them. One song that was nominated for Academy Award that unfortunately didn't win was a song called Jeepers Creepers that he wrote for a 1938 film called Going Places.
Yeah, the song we know. The movie,
I've never heard of the movie either.
I've never heard of the movie. Okay.
So this song gets pretty good airplay on the radio. It's become another American standard, just like many of his songs. Fast forward from 1938 all the way to 2001. It is used in a horror film called Jeepers Creepers.
Okay.
Which is cool and also unfortunate at the same time because the writer and director of that movie, terrible person.
Yeah.
But it did reawaken a lot of people's interest in Johnny Mercer.
Song, right?
And so they're introduced to his larger catalog through this song, Jeepers Creepers. And after he passed away in the 1970s, he was buried here in Savannah in Bonaventure Cemetery.
And that leads us to what's going on in Bonaventure Cemetery.
Yes. So this month, the Bonaventure Historical Society is doing 2 special fall tours. They're doing them on October 17th and 20th. The 17th is actually a nighttime tour. That's fun. And they will have historic interpreters, as you see in the video, who will be dressed as some of the people who call Bonaventure Cemetery their final resting place, and they'll be telling you their stories. This is our Johnny Mercer from last year. And this year's going to be fun because I get to be one of the historic interpreters.
Can you tell us who?
I get to be a silent film actress. I'm very excited about this.
Oh, wonderful.
And
so wait, since it's a silent film, are you speaking?
Oh, well, not in the film.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I get it. Go ahead.
So yeah, if you would like to help out the Bonaventure Historical Society this spooky season while also learning a little bit more about some of the people who are buried out at Bonaventure and how they've contributed to not only Savannah Society, but the world in general, please consider booking one of those tours. You can find more information on bonaventurehistorical.org.
Kind of combining history with, Savannah's reputation of being one of the most haunted cities in the world.
So during the tours, they will not be talking about ghosts because the city cemeteries office does not like us to talk about ghosts.
Well, history.
But history. And history, I think, once you understand the historic context of some of these stories, then you get to appreciate the ghost stories that you hear on the other tours, like mine.
Like yours. And that's a great segue because this is one of the busiest months for you in the year. But the good thing is, like, you're doing good things with the some of the proceeds from your tours.
Because of all the destruction in Western North Carolina, there is a faction of the Cajun Navy 2016. They've gone up there and they are doing search and rescue efforts up there. And as somebody whose family survived Hurricane Michael, and I have loved ones in Louisiana who survived Katrina, I thought it was really important to contribute to what they're doing. So all my tips from this last weekend went to Cajun Navy 2016, and we raised $200. Wow. And I'm also doing a fundraiser over on my Instagram.
Okay, so go to your Instagram. What's your Instagram handle?
Eni Edenfield.
All right, thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next month, right?
Yep.
Or will we see you again this month, since this is kind of like an off day for you?
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay, thank you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.